Even though SPECTRO ROVER is the first character you get and it's fairly easy to understand how his kit works, I still want to give a kit breakdown on exactly how his kit works, because if you are a new player, you're going to be using him a lot throughout the 2.0 story. The main way to help boost your damage is by building up his forte, which is diminutive sound. As you can see on his forte bar, there's 2 separate sections. Each one holds 50 points, so it can have 100 in total, and the way you obtain it is by using your basic and heavy attacks on top of your intro skill. With the basic attack, you can perform up to 4 consecutive attacks, and if you hold your basic attack button, you'll perform the heavy attack. The thing to note with these attacks is that after your basic attack 3 or your heavy attack, while the sword is out and spinning, if you wait a second, you can press your basic attack button again to perform heavy attack resonance. And the reason that's important is because as long as that attack hits or you perform a dodge counter, you can press your basic attack button again to perform heavy attack aftertune. These specific heavy attacks give you a lot more diminutive sound, and you definitely want as much of it as you can get. And as a side note, with the second inherent skill, Silent Listener, Rover gains a 15% attack increase for 5 seconds upon casting heavy attack resonance, and it's very easy to combo this attack back to back, so you can pretty much have a 15% attack increase constantly. Now with this resonance skill, resonating slashes, you will deal spectro damage, but you want to save this attack when you have diminutive sound. The reason being is because if you have at least 50 points and use the resonance skill, it actually does an enhanced version of the skill called Resonating Spin. You'll deal spectro damage considered resonance skill damage and apply 2 stacks of that Spectro Frazzle debuff along with Shimmer. As you can recall, with any debuff over time, these stacks go down, but with Shimmer, it actually prevents that for a couple of seconds. Now, after you perform that enhanced resonance skill, you want to immediately follow up with your basic attack, because that'll perform Resonating Echoes. This is essentially an enhanced version of your basic attack, which is considered resonance skill damage. And as a side note, with his first inherent skill, Reticence, damage dealt by Rover's basic attack Resonating Echoes is increased by 60%. With this Resonance Liberation Echoing Orchestra, you'll deal spectro damage and apply 6 stack of Spectro Frazzle. So by using your enhanced resonance skill and your Resonance Liberation, it's very easy to reach those max 10 stacks of Spectro Frazzle on the target. For his outro skill, Instant, generate an area of stasis centered around the resonator lasting 3 seconds. All you really need to know is build up the forte. When you have at least 50, use the enhanced resonance skill, follow up with the enhanced basic attack, use your resonance liberation when you have it, and continue building up those Spectro Frazzle stacks.